The Haunting of Hill House, by Shirley Jackson is a classic horror novel that was first published in 1959. It tells the story of four people who spend a summer at Hill House, a mansion known for its mysterious and haunted reputation. As they explore the dark secrets of the house, they encounter paranormal events that test their sanity and grip them in a web of terror. The story begins with Dr. John Montague, a paranormal investigator, who is interested in studying Hill House due to its reputation for being haunted. He rents the mansion for the summer and invites several individuals with a history of paranormal experiences to join him in his research. The invitees are Eleanor Vance, a shy and introverted woman who has spent most of her life taking care of her demanding and manipulative mother; Theo, a bohemian artist who possesses psychic abilities; and Luke Sanderson, the young heir to Hill House who serves as the host. As the summer begins, the group arrives at Hill House, and they are immediately struck by the imposing and eerie atmosphere of the mansion. Hill House is described as having a dark history, with rumors of tragic events and mysterious deaths that have occurred within its walls. The architecture of the house itself is labyrinthine, with hallways that seem to twist and turn on their own, and rooms that feel claustrophobic and oppressive. As the group settles in, strange occurrences begin to happen. They hear unexplained noises, experience cold spots, and witness inexplicable phenomena. Eleanor, in particular, becomes increasingly sensitive to the supernatural events, feeling a strange and unsettling connection with the house. She starts to experience vivid dreams and visions, and her grip on reality becomes tenuous. Eleanor also develops a close bond with Theo, who seems to have a deep understanding of the house's mysteries. However, their relationship is complicated by Theo's flirtatious behavior and Eleanor's inner struggles with her own insecurities and desires. Eleanor becomes increasingly isolated from the others, feeling a sense of unease and paranoia that further heightens the tension in the house. As the days go by, the supernatural occurrences at Hill House intensify. The group becomes more and more convinced that the house is indeed haunted, and they try to unravel its secrets. Dr. Montague conducts experiments to communicate with the spirits, but the results are inconclusive and only serve to heighten the fear and tension among the group. Eleanor, in particular, becomes the focus of the supernatural events. She feels a strange and irresistible pull from the house, as if it is calling out to her. She becomes obsessed with the idea of staying at Hill House forever, feeling a sense of belonging and purpose that she has never experienced before. Her grip on reality further deteriorates, and she becomes increasingly unstable. As the group delves deeper into the mysteries of Hill House, they uncover dark secrets about its past. They learn about the tragic history of the Crane family, who once lived in the mansion, and the mysterious deaths that have occurred there. They also discover hidden rooms and passages that seem to have a life of their own, trapping them in a labyrinth of terror. The supernatural occurrences at Hill House become more violent and malevolent, targeting the group individually and driving them to the brink of madness. Eleanor, in particular, becomes the primary target, as the house seems to have chosen her as its vessel. She becomes consumed by the house's dark energy, and her sanity unravels completely. As the tension reaches its peak, the group decides to leave Hill House. However, Eleanor is unable to resist the pull of the house and stays behind. In a climactic finale, she drives her car into a tree, apparently committing suicide, and becomes one with Hill House, as the house's malevolent presence triumphs over her. The aftermath of Eleanor's death leaves the remaining characters traumatized and shaken. Dr. Montague is unable to explain the inexplicable events that have occurred at Hill House, and the group disperses, carrying the weight of their haunting experiences with them. In the final chapters of the book, there is an epilogue that takes place some time after the events at Hill House. It is revealed that the mansion remains unoccupied and continues to be shrouded in mystery and fear. The house's dark reputation persists, and it is clear that its malevolent presence still lingers. The novel concludes with a chilling and ambiguous ending, leaving readers to ponder the true nature of Hill House and the fate of its inhabitants. It raises questions about the line between reality and the supernatural, the power of the human mind, and the destructive force of hidden traumas and fears. The Haunting of Hill House is a masterful work of horror fiction that is known for its psychological depth, richly drawn characters, and atmospheric setting. Shirley Jackson's writing is both haunting and evocative, drawing readers into the eerie world of Hill House and its mysteries. The novel delves into the psychological and emotional struggles of its characters, exploring themes of isolation, paranoia, and the power of the unknown. One of the key elements that make The Haunting of Hill House a truly terrifying read is its skillful use of ambiguity and psychological terror. Jackson's writing leaves much to the imagination, allowing readers to interpret the events at Hill House in their own way. The blurred line between reality and the supernatural, and the subtle hints of horror, create a sense of unease that lingers long after the book is closed. The characters in the novel are well drawn and complex, each with their own fears, desires, and flaws. Eleanor, in particular, is a fascinating protagonist who undergoes a psychological journey throughout the novel. Her inner struggles, insecurities, and the sense of longing for belonging are vividly portrayed, making her a relatable and sympathetic character. The setting of Hill House is also a standout element of the novel. The mansion is described in vivid detail, with its dark and oppressive atmosphere permeating every scene. The labyrinthine hallways, the hidden rooms, and the sense of foreboding create a palpable sense of claustrophobia and unease, adding to the overall sense of horror. Furthermore, The Haunting of Hill House is not just a traditional haunted house story, but a profound exploration of the human psyche and the impact of our past traumas and fears on our present reality. Jackson skillfully weaves themes of isolation, loneliness, and the power of the mind throughout the novel, making it a thought-provoking read that goes beyond typical horror tropes. In addition to its psychological depth, The Haunting of Hill House is also notable for its literary style. Shirley Jackson's prose is rich and evocative, with beautifully crafted sentences that capture the atmosphere of Hill House and its inhabitants. Her use of imagery and symbolism adds depth and complexity to the story, inviting readers to delve into the hidden meanings beneath the surface. In conclusion, The Haunting of Hill House, by Shirley Jackson is a timeless classic in the horror genre that continues to captivate readers with its psychological depth, atmospheric setting, and skillful use of ambiguity and terror. Its exploration of the human psyche, the power of the unknown, and the impact of past traumas make it a thought-provoking and chilling read. If you're a fan of psychological horror that leaves you questioning reality, this novel is a must-read.